Most people spend their whole life wearing a mask, not for a party, not for fun, but because they're scared. Scared to show the world who they really are. So they pretend. They smile when they want to scream. They agree when their heart says no. They shrink their dreams small so nobody laughs at them. And then they wonder, why does everything feel fake? Why does life feel empty? It's not because you're lost. It's because you've never met the real version of you, the version buried deep under fear, under the noise, under everyone else's opinions. Here's the twist. That version, it's still alive. It's waiting. It's you. But every time you run from discomfort, every time you scroll instead of speak, every time you say, I'm fine, when you're breaking inside, you bury that version deeper. Marcus Aurelius once said, a man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. So ask yourself right now, what have you been settling for? Because the only thing standing between your okay life and the life you're meant for is one decision. Just one. If something inside you knows that's true, if you feel that deep pull, good, you're exactly where you need to be. Let's get into it. Part 2, the battle inside you. We all hit this quiet moment. It creeps in like a whisper. One day you realize you've been living halfway, 1 foot in your dreams, 1 foot stuck in comfort, and we call that balance. But here's the hard truth. You can't fly while holding onto the ground. You can't become new while clinging to the old. Life doesn't reward people who go halfway. It rewards those who trade comfort for courage. Every decision you make right now is a door. Say yes to comfort. You say no to growth. Say yes to scrolling. You say no to your own greatness. You don't get to become your best self while still doing the things keeping you average. Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. Mastery doesn't come from comfort. It comes from conviction. Think about this. We'll binge 10 hours of TV, but we're too scared to spend 10 minutes facing our own thoughts. Why? Because the silence tells the truth. And truth is scary. But running doesn't make it go away. It makes the pain louder over time. Part 3. Your daily choices are your destiny. Aristotle said, excellence is a habit, not magic, not talent, just small choices made every single day. Every time you pick ease over effort, noise over stillness, comfort over courage, you're not floating, you're drifting. So here's the line in the sand. You can be who they want you to be, or you can be you, but you can't be both. You can chase likes, or you can chase purpose. Not both. If you keep twisting yourself to fit in, one day you'll forget what you even look like. Plato warned, if you don't take charge of your life, you'll be ruled by distractions. And that's not just sad, it's tragic, because you right now have another option. You can choose. Deliberately, choose presence over avoidance. Choose the hard thing that builds you, not the easy thing that drains you. Part 4, the lie of I'm not ready. Here's the big lie we all believe. Wait until you're ready. Like one day you'll wake up fearless, strong, confident, perfect. Newsflash, that day doesn't come. Readiness isn't a feeling. It's a choice. Most people confuse confidence with courage, but they're not the same. Confidence shows up after you do the scary thing. Courage is what shows up before. When your hands are shaking, your heart is pounding, and your brain is screaming, don't do it. Courage says, do it anyway. Think about that kid at school, standing up to read their poem, voice cracking, knees shaking. Were they ready? No, but they did it anyway. That's courage. Part 5, the world reward the brave, not the comfortable. Socrates said, to move the world, first move yourself. But most of us are waiting for a sign, waiting for someone to say, now you may begin. But that's not how life works. Life waits for you to move first. Yes, you'll stumble. Yes, you'll look awkward. Yes, you'll doubt yourself. But that's the price of growth. No one builds muscle sitting on the couch. No one finds their voice by staying silent. Seneca said, it's not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It's because we do not dare that they're difficult. So ask yourself, what have you been avoiding? Not because you can't, but because fear is pretending to be logic? Part 6. Why normal is a trap. Let's get real. Normal is easy. Normal is safe. Normal is average. Normal is showing up late, leaving early, waiting for Friday to feel alive, scrolling for hours while your purpose gathers dust. And deep down, you hate it because you weren't built for normal. That discomfort you feel in your chest, that's your soul fighting against mediocrity. Epictetus asked, how long will you wait before you demand the best for yourself? Truth hurts. You've been giving normal effort, hoping for exceptional results. That math doesn't work. Never has. Never will. Part 7. The twist: it was never about finding yourself. Everyone says, find yourself. But what if the truth is, you're not lost. You're just distracted, buried under noise, comparison, and pretending to be what others want. Carl Jung said, he who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakes. Your power? It's not in becoming someone new. It's in remembering who you were before the world told you to be small. And that version of you, it already knows. It knows what lights you up. It knows when you're out of alignment. But you mute it. Every time you say yes when you mean no. Every time you chase likes instead of peace. Socrates said, know thyself. But knowing is only the start. Acting on it? That's where the magic begins. Part 8. Your life is your masterpiece. Start painting. Here's the truth nobody wants to say. No one's coming to save you. No magic sign. No perfect moment. Your life changes when you choose it to. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the obstacle becomes the way. The thing you think is holding you back, it's your raw material, your fuel, your next step. Carl Jung said, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. So paint with the pain, with the mistakes, with the heartbreak. Make it messy. Make it yours. Because no masterpiece starts clean. It starts with shaky, awkward, brave first stroke. Part 9. The moment everything shifts. There's a moment quiet but powerful where you stop waiting. You stop asking for permission. You stop shrinking. You stop performing. And you say, enough. No more playing small. No more living someone else's story. Because here's the secret. The difference between who you are now and who you're meant to be isn't talent, isn't luck. It's one decision. To show up fully. To drop the mask. To start today. And yeah, your voice will shake. Your hand will tremble. Good. That means it matters. That means it's real. Final words. The world needs you. Think about it. There are people out there, strangers, who will find hope because you showed up, who will breathe again because they heard your truth. And maybe most of all, there's a future you, 5 years older, looking back saying, thank you for finally moving. Thank you for choosing. Don't rob the world of that person. Don't rob yourself. Life won't hand you meaning. You carve it out. One bold, messy, beautiful choice at a time. So stand up, show up, speak up. Not someday. Today. Thanks for being part of Stoic Journal. If this woke something up and you stick around, your next step is waiting in the videos on the screen. And until next time, take care of that fire in your chest. See you soon.